Good morning, student. Today I welcome you to my class of English, and I am going to teach a very important topic, and that is tenses. Okay, this topic is not new, but still children, we have to revise, we have to learn, because this is such an important topic that every day when we speak children, this topic is used. So first of all I would like to say what is a tense. So children, many people, they really don't know what is a tense. They have a half knowledge because in the junior classes only few portion of tense is given, but let me tell you tense today in detail. So the form of verb which shows the time of an action. Okay, which shows the time of an action. So tense is a form of verb which shows the time of an action, and its degree of completeness is tense. Okay, now let me explain you. So what is a tense? The form of verb which shows the time of an action and its degree of completeness Okay, so children, this is the definition of tense. Not actually definition, this is these two words show the whole thing about tense, and that I will be explaining you now. So what is tense? The form of a verb. So first of all children, verb denote tenses, and I hope you know what is a verb. Verb denotes action, work and state. Like I am teaching. Teaching is a verb here. Am teaching, my work is being continued, so it is present continuous tense. Okay. Then children, state, the cat is dead. It is dead is the state. So verb, she is dancing. Dancing is the action. So children, what does verb indicate? It indicate children, it indicate work, it indicate action, it indicate state. And what is a tense? Tense is the form of verb, right? We have three forms of verb. Okay, V1 is, suppose if I have to tell you the form of verb go, so it would be go. V2 is went and V3 is gone. So children, tense is the form of verb which shows the time of an action. Now let me, and its degree of completeness is tense. Now I will be telling you in detail the time of an action. So children, the time of an action, children, we mention the time of an action in the following ways. Okay, so we mention the time of an action in the following way. Okay, we mention the time of an action in the following way. That is, first is present, second is past, third is future. So children, time of an action doesn't mean children the time we look from our watch, it is 3 o'clock, it is 8 o'clock. Here children, time of an action is telling the work or the action which has been done in the present time. Like I am teaching tenses. This work I am doing now. So this verb I am teaching. So teaching is a verb which shows the time of an action and it denotes tenses. Now which tenses, that also I will be telling you. Okay. So time of an action here means, children, the work which is done in the present time, that is a present tense. The work which is already completed, the work which is already completed, okay, that is, children, the work which is already completed, that work is, children, that time of action is the past tense. The work which is completed in the past, which is already done, which is finished, that is past tense. The work of or the action which we will be doing, so that is a future tense. The work or action which we will be doing is a future tense. So I think now this time of an action is completed. Okay, the time of an action is completed, my dear. The time of an action is the work in the present tense, children. That means now whatever work we are doing, now that work is said to be that it is done in present tense. Okay, the work which we have completed at this past tense, the work which we will be doing. Okay, so that will be your future tense. Now children, I will be telling you, okay, with that degree of completeness of an action, this you have to understand, because due to this our tense will be, then it will be told you in detail. So now I will be explaining. We mention the degree of completeness of an action. So we mention the degree of completeness of an action. Okay, we mention the degree of completeness of an action in the following manner. Indefinite, perfect, continuous, okay. Right? So children, we mention the degree of completeness of an action in the following manner. Okay? So children, I am talking about present tense right now, so that you can understand these 4 words. Right? Now if we will take indefinite, the degree of completeness of an action of indefinite of present tense. So children, it means a work or an action, listen to me carefully, a work or an action has been completed in the present time, but we don't know whether the action is completed or not. Okay, so what is degree of completeness of an action, children? We know that a work has been done in the present time, okay, but we don't know whether that work is completed or not. For example, see, okay, so, or eat or read, any word we can say. So we only know, children, that an action has happened. The action can be see, eat or read, but whether that action is completed or not, whether that action is continued or not, this we see in the indefinite, children, indefinite tenses. In indefinite tenses, we only know that I'm talking about past, present now, then I will be explaining you in past and then future. So we only know that an action has been done in the present time, but whether the action is completed or not, we don't know about that. We don't know whether the action is completed or not completed. We only know that an action has been done in the present time. Okay, like Sita reads book. Simply this action is there and we don't know whether Sita has completed her reading or Sita has is still continued her reading, still continuing her reading. So only this thing we know, children, that an action has been done in the indefinite tenses, but whether that action is completed or not, that we don't know. Now we will come to the perfect tense. Okay. I have seen, I have eaten, I have read. So children, in perfect tenses, again I am talking about present tense. In perfect tense, we know that the action is completed, but that action is completed fully, or is going to complete just now, or it is going to complete just now. We only know that action has been completed, okay, but it is going to complete just now. Okay, like the bell have, and we always use third form of verb in present perfect. In past perfect or future perfect, we will always use third form of the verb. Children, I think I will remind you that in passive voice and in perfect tense, we always use third form of the verb. This you always remember. Okay, so we always use third form of the verb. In perfect tenses, we never use first form or second form of the verb. So this shows, children, the bell has rung. That means just a few seconds or within 5 minutes or just in a very little time, the bell has rung. The action has completed. Okay, he has eaten. So the child has eaten, Ravi has eaten. So it shows that either the Ravi must have finished his eating just now, or he must have completed by few minutes earlier, or he is going to complete his eating very soon. Okay, so here we write what? Children, here we write this thing perfect tense. So in indefinite tense, let me revise, brush up with you again, that in indefinite tense, what do we do? Children, we only, okay, in indefinite tense, we only know that the action has been done or not, but that action is completed or not, or it is still continuing, or it will still be continued afterward for a longer period of time. We don't know. Only thing we know that an action has been completed. Okay, now in perfect tense, students, we know that the action is completed or will be completing very soon. Okay, will be completing very soon. And now I am going to come to the continuous tense. Children, here we can write okay, is or are is used with singular things, are is used with plural, am is used with I. So in continuous tense, children, the work is not completed at the time of speaking, it is still continued. the work is not completed at the time of speaking, it is still continued. Okay, the work is not completed at the time of speaking, it is still continued. Okay, now, so we mentioned the degree of completeness of an action in the following manner: indefinite, perfect, perfect, and now third I will explain. It means children, the work has been completed, it has not been continued. Now, perfect continuous. What is the meaning of perfect continuous? This also I shall be making clear to you. When the action has started in the past but it is still in progress. That means children, an action has started in the past but it is still in progress. So that is perfect continuous tense. That is what? That is perfect continuous tense. Okay. Now tell me one thing, children. In children, past tense, in a simple past also, in perfect tense, how children, how you will identify it, because in continuous tense the verb has continued, but in perfect tense, perfect continuous tense also the verb is continued. So remember children, in perfect continuous we use the word since or for. Okay, since or for is used in perfect continuous tense. It means that an action has been done in the past and it is still continuing. That action has been done in the past and it is still continuing. Now, so children, this was degree of an completeness of an action. Once again I revise with you time. What is time, children? What is time? Tenses. Tenses is a degree of completeness of an action and the time of an action. Time of an action means children, the work has been done in present tenses or past tenses or future tense. Okay, degree of completeness of an action shows this whole thing. In indefinite tense, children, we know that the work is completed. Okay, the work has been there. We don't know whether the work is completed or not. In perfect tense, the work is completed or is going to be complete. In children, continuous, the work is going to continue. Okay. In perfect continuous, the work has already started. The work has already started, but it is going to be continued for a period of longer time. Children, we generally use since and for this. We use generally since and for this. Okay, like has or have, been, seen, or eating, or reading. Okay, with he we use has, with she we use has, with name we use has. Okay, but with they we use have, you have, we have. Generally with plural we use have, but children, with I have a dog, and with children, you, we always use have, we never use has. Okay, so I have just taught you children that what is a tense. So once again I revise, what is a tense? Tense is a children, the form of verb which shows the time of an action and its degree of completeness is tense. Okay, we mention the time of an action in the following ways: past, past tense, present. Okay, action happening in the past, this is completed. Present, when the action which is completing now, present tense. Future, action that will happen in the future. Okay, and then we always use indefinite. This three: indefinite, perfect continuous, and perfect continuous. In indefinite tense, then we know that the verb is, an action has been there. It is continued or not, that we don't know. Okay, that we don't know. In perfect, the action is completed or is going to be completed. In continuous tense, okay, the action is continuing And perfect continuous, children, the action has been seen. The action has been, children, has started in the past, but it is in progress. Now children, taking both the things, the time of an action and the degree of completeness, we divide tenses into the following types. So children, when the taking both the things, that is the time of an action and degree of completeness of an action, okay, when the action has, we divide the tense into 4 types. Now present tense is divided into 4 types. First is present indefinite tense, present perfect, present continuous tense, okay. So these are the 4 parts of present tense, okay, taking time of an action and degree of an completeness of an action. The present tense is divided into 4 types: present indefinite tense, present perfect tense, present continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense. Then children, similarly, past tense, past indefinite, past perfect, past perfect continuous, past, no, here we can say past continuous tense, and this is past okay. So past indefinite, past perfect, past continuous, past perfect. This is of present, present indefinite, present perfect, present continuous, present perfect tense. And students, similarly we will take of future tense also. So it is divided into future perfect, future, no, indefinite, future perfect, future continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay, so future indefinite, future perfect, future continuous, future perfect continuous. All right. So children, this is children, according to degree of completeness of an action and time of an action, the tense is divided into 3. Now in present tense, I have already explained you children, a work has been taken place right now in the present time. We don't know whether it is completed or not. Present perfect, that means a work has been started in present time and it is completed or is going to complete in the present time only. Present continuous, a work has been started and it is still continuing at the time of speaking in the present time only. present perfect tense evoke has been started, okay, in the past, and it is still continuing. It is still continuing. Okay. Now, future indefinite. No, sorry, past. A work has started in the past and it is completed in the past. It is fully completed in the past. Okay. So that is what to say. And in past children, in past perfect, the work has completed in the past. In past continuous, the work has been continued in the past, is continued in the past. Past perfect continuous, a work has started in the past tense and it was continued in the past tense. Now let's take of future tense, indefinite tense. So future indefinite tense, children, it means children, a work will be started in future, but we don't know whether that work will be completed or not completed. Okay. Now, then children, present, future perfect, that means a work has started in the future, will be started in the future, and children, that work will be completed or not completed, we don't know. Now, then children, future continuous tense, a work has started in the future, but that will be continued or not. Future perfect tense, a work has started in the future, in a little children earlier, and that work has been continued in the future. Okay. So this is all about the children future perfect tense. Okay. Future perfect continuous tense. So I think this whole thing is clear to you. Okay. So let's revise. In present tense we are having total 12 tenses are here. In present tense we are having 4 tenses, present indefinite tense. Now children, remember, in present indefinite tense is also known as simple present tense. Indefinite and simple are the same thing. Then present perfect tense, present continuous tense, present perfect continuous. Similarly, future and past perfect, past indefinite, present past perfect tense, past continuous tense, and past perfect continuous. Similarly, future indefinite, future perfect, future continuous, and future perfect continuous. So children, total we are having 12 tenses we are having at hand. Okay. So indefinite means the action is happened either in the present or in the past or in the future. We don't know whether the action was completed or not, children. Then perfect means the action is completed in the present, or was completed in the past, or will be completed in the future. Continuous tense, the action will be continuing in the present, continued in the present. The action will be continued, it had continued in the past at the time of speaking in the past, and in future continuous children, an action will be continuing in the future. Similarly, present perfect continuous tense, an action has started in the past and still is in progress, and children, here we use since and for. Similarly, an action has started in the past and it was still in progress in the past. And finally children, an action has started, children in the past and it was still in progress. Okay. Similarly, in the future, the action has started in the future, will be started in the future, and it will be continued. Okay. It will be still in progress. So total we are having together, children, we are having 12 tenses. Now in my next video, I will be telling the use and the sentence structure of all the 12 tenses. Now tenses children use daily, it is speaking, it is used in spoken English, it is used in writing. Without the knowledge of tenses children, our knowledge will be incomplete. So it is very urgently required to study in detail about tenses. Otherwise, children, you will be doing lot of mistake in verbs, forms while writing, in tenses. Okay, and children, the knowledge of tense is very important for each and every child. With this, I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.